Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the building blocks of language. Every sentence you've ever spoken, every text you have ever sent, every book you have ever read, it's all built from 8 parts of speech. Yes, 8, that's it. And once you understand these 8 categories, you understand how language works. So let's go through them one by one, and I'm going to give you examples for each one of them so they really stick with you. Let's get started with nouns. A noun is a person, place, animal, thing, or idea. That's the classic definition and it holds up. Teacher is a noun. Chicago is a noun. Table is a noun. Freedom is a noun. Notice that the last one, freedom, isn't something that you can touch, but it's still a noun because it names an idea, a concept. So nouns that aren't just physical objects, they can be abstract too. Now, nouns come in a few flavors. A proper noun names a specific person, place, or thing and gets a capital letter. Beyonce, Paris, the Eiffel Tower, those are proper nouns. A common noun is more general, like singer, city, tower. They start with a lowercase, no specific identity attached. And then we have collective nouns, which name a group acting as one unit. For example, team, flock, committee. When I say the team is winning, I am treating the whole group as a single noun. Okay, so nouns are done. Let's move on. Pronouns. Pronouns replace nouns. That's their whole job. Without them, language would be unbearable. Imagine if you couldn't use pronouns, you'll say, Sarah went to Sarah's car. Then Sarah drove Sarah's car to Sarah's office. Terrible, right? Instead, we say, Sarah went to her car. Then she drove to her office. Much better? She, her, it. Those are all pronouns, standing in for Sarah and her car. Here are the big pronoun categories. Personal pronouns, I, you, he, she, we, it, they, me, him, her, us, them. Then we have possessive pronouns, belongingness they show. Mine, yours, his, her, ours, theirs. These show ownership. That book is mine. Then we have reflexive pronouns like myself, yourself, himself, herself, themselves, she did it herself. And relative pronouns which relate who, whom, which, that. The student who studied passed the test. So pronouns done. Now let's get into action. Verbs. Yes, verbs are the engine of a sentence. Without a verb, you don't have a sentence. You have a fragment, which is also called a phrase. So verb express action or state of being, like run, jump, think, eat. Those are action verbs. But verbs also include state of being verbs, which are called linking verbs, like is, am, are, was, were, seem, become, appear, feel. She is tired. The soup smells delicious. Those are linking verbs. They connect the subject through a description. Then there are helping verbs, which are also called auxiliary verbs, that work with the main verb to create tense or mood. Have, has, had, will, would, can, could, should, must, might. I have eaten already. She will be here soon. The helping verb and the main verb together form what you call a verb phrase. Now here's something important. Verbs change form based on time. That's called the tense. I walk is present. I walked is past. I will walk is future. The verb is doing a lot of work in every sentence you produce. Alright, so verbs, powerful stuff. Now let's talk about the describers. Adjectives. Adjectives modify nouns and pronouns. They answer questions like what kind, which one, how many, how much. The tall student. Tall modifies the student. What kind of student? Tall. The 3 cats. How many cats? 3. The red balloon. Which one? The red one. So adjectives usually come right before the noun they are describing, but they can also come after the linking verb. The cake is delicious. So here delicious is an adjective sitting after the linking verb, but it's still describing the cake. We can call that a predicate adjective. And adjectives have degree. The positive degree, fast. The comparative degree, comparing two things, faster. The superlative degree, comparing three or more, fastest. She runs fast. She runs faster than him. She is the fastest on the team. Now there's a special type of adjective you use constantly without even thinking about it. Articles, a and the. Tiny words, but they are technically adjectives. The is definite article. It points to something specific. A and an are indefinite articles. They refer to something general. I want a cookie. Any cookie. I want the cookie. That specific cookie right there. Adjectives done. Now let's talk about the other describers. Adverbs. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives and other adverbs. They answer how, when, where, to what extent. Modifying a verb. She runs quickly. How does she run? Quickly. He arrived yesterday. When? Yesterday. They played outside. Where? Outside. Modifying an object. Modifying an adjective. The movie was incredibly boring. Incredibly modifies boring. An adjective. It tells how boring. Modifying another adverb. She works extremely hard. Extremely modifies hard, itself an adverb. How hard? Extremely hard. Many adverbs end in ly. For example, slowly, carefully, loudly, beautifully. But plenty don't. For example, very, to, always, never, almost, just, here, there, now, then. All adverbs. So don't let ly adverbs be your only clue. And just like adjectives, adverbs have degrees. Fast, faster, fastest, loudly, more loudly, most loudly. Great. Now let's get to the connectors and the little words that do enormous work. Prepositions. A preposition shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and another word in the sentence, usually expressing location, direction, time, or manner. The preposition almost always comes before a noun or pronoun, and together they form a prepositional phrase. Examples: in, on, at, by, for, with, about, above, below, between, through, under, over, around, before, after, during, despite, among. The cat sat on the mat. On is the preposition. The mat is the object. On the mat is the prepositional phrase. She walked through the park. Through is the preposition. He arrived before noon. Before is the preposition. Prepositional phrases often act like adjectives or adverbs in a sentence. The book on the shelf is mine. That phrase tells us which book. It's acting like an adjective. She sang with great emotion. That phrase tells us how she sang. It's acting like an adverb. One note: you've probably heard the old rule that you shouldn't end a sentence with a preposition. Where are you from? Some teachers circled that in red. Winston Churchill allegedly mocked this rule by saying that following it is something up which I will not put. The reality is, ending with a preposition is often perfectly natural in English, and forcing it out can make your writing awkward. Prepositions, got it? Now let's connect some ideas. Conjunctions. Conjunctions are joining words or phrases or clauses. There are three types of conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions, you probably know these as FANBOYS: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. They join things of equal grammatical rank. I wanted coffee and tea. Two nouns joined. She studied hard but still failed. Two independent clauses joined. You can stay or you can go. subordinating conjunctions. These connect an independent clause to a dependent clause, showing a relationship like cause, time, contrast, or condition. Because, although, since, when, while, if, unless, after, before, even, though, as long as, I'll go if you will come with me. She cried because she was happy. The subordinating conjunction makes one clause depend on the other for its full meaning. Correlative conjunctions. These work in pairs, either or, neither nor, both and, not only but also, whether or. Either you're with us or you're against us. She's both talented and hardworking. Now last, interjections, and here we are at number 8. Interjections express emotion or sudden feeling. They are grammatically independent. They don't have a formal relationship with the rest of the sentence. They just land. Wow, ouch, hey, oh, yeeks, hooray. Wow, that was incredible. Ouch, that hurts. Hey, watch out. They can be followed by an exclamation mark when the emotion is strong, or a comma if it's mild. Well, I didn't expect that. So let's bring all of them together. Every word you use fits into one of these categories: nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections. Now let me show you a single sentence and break it apart. Wow, the small dog quickly ran through the park and he seemed happy. So wow, it's an interjection. The is an adjective. Small, adjective. Dog, noun. Quickly, adverb. Ran, verb. Through, preposition. The, adjective. Park, noun. And, conjunction. He, pronoun. Seemed, verb. Happy, adjective. One sentence, all 8 parts of speech represented. That's language doing exactly what it's supposed to do. 8 categories, infinite combination, endlessly expressive. That's your foundation. Build on it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.